Now we're to the next phase, organize your content, all right? Because now we've set up our categories the way you have them here. Now it's time to organize your content. So let's get to organizing content, plain and simple. Number one, or A, but you call it number one, doesn't matter. A, organize your categories blog posts into subcategories, all right? And I think we actually just did that. It's already done, but I explained that. So organize your categories blog posts into subcategories. Oh wait, my mistake. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is what I was just explaining we're about to do. So what does organize your categories blog posts into subcategories means? That means the following. You need to go to each of your main parent categories. So buyers, this is our primary category for these three. These are our subcategories. And notice here how there's 9 postings. Number A is organize your categories blog posts into subcategories, meaning let's click on your main category. So we have buyers, and we created our subcategories already through section 2. Now we click on number 9. And what we're going to do is we're going to organize all these blog postings into their proper subcategories. Because right now, what do we notice? All these are just in the buyers category. There's none in the subcategories. So let's read each topic real quick. What a great deal in Pepperwood City. This one applies to deal of the month. You could keep in the buyer categories as well. It's okay. And by the way, when you watch the video tutorial on how categories work, you'll see how I explain how the parent and subcategories work. I'm not going to go into that now. I want to stay on the marketing content. But check that tutorial is included with your outline. And now interest rates are way up. Deals are plenty. So what are you really waiting for? Let's click on quick edit. This one would apply to first-time home buyers, because what's the topic? So what are you really waiting for? That could apply to first-time home buyers more than any other ones, right? And you could say investors, but it's up to you. The whole point is these are still category archives. It doesn't have to be one. It could be both, let's say. But for now, I'm going to keep it as first-time home buyers. Now I'm going to go much faster now because I'm just trying to explain the point slowly. Waiting can be your gift or your curse if you're new to buying a home. That's obviously first-time home buyers, so we save that one. And by the way, I'm going to do this one slow, but all the rest of them, I'm just going to hit pause and do them really fast for the sake of speed of the tutorial, because I think you guys will get the point after this first example. So now the next one, first time buying in this strange market, this is what you have to know. That's obviously first time home buyers. Now we update. And why are your offers being accepted? That one could be investors, or that could be first time home buyers, but that one, let's just say it's investors, just so we could have some separation. Mortgage rates on the rise. What is your plan? This goes to first-time home buyers, and that goes to investors. Investing packet. Learn how to find foreclosures. Well, that one's pretty obvious. That one's investors, right? And you keep that in buyers. So that's investors. And now 7-step home buying packet. That one's obviously home buying, or it's buyers actually. It's not even first-time home buyers, but we could say first-time home buyers because it would apply to them. Now update. And now check out the view on this home. This one's just appealing to buyers in general, not necessarily anybody. So let's just say just leave it as is. So here's what we just did. And I know right now this might seem like, okay, I don't get it. Don't worry. This is going to make so much sense by the time we're done through section H. I promise you guys. You guys are going to love what you're going to see. So bear with this. It's worth the effort for your business. Plain and simple. All right, so remember, you're a trial attorney preparing for your big case. It's going to make or break your career. This is going to make or break your blog. All right, in terms of the long-term ease of use of it. All right, so bear with this and work with it. So now what we just did is organize our categories blog posts into subcategories. Well, we just did that for our buyer category, but I'm going to go ahead now and go back to the categories page and do that for all the rest. But I'm going to go ahead and hit pause, so that way to you it takes 1 second, but I'll do that fast for all the rest of them. But here's the whole idea. Remember, just to remind you, here's what I'm doing. Now let's look at our buyers. We have 9 blog postings, but now deal of the month, it has 1. First time home buyers, it has 5. Investors, it has 3. So now we've sorted these 9 blog post categories and created our subcategories. Our content, what do you call those? Our content concierge pages. We're now creating those pages properly. Okay, this is the puzzle piece that's forming. And now what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to do the exact same thing for cities. You notice how there's 6 there. And there's none in any of the 3 cities. There's 0, 0, and 0. And then common questions, there's 3. There's nothing needs to be done there. Nothing featured. How's the market? You see how there's 8. And there's 3 subcategories. Mortgage rates is already filled in, but notice how home price and trends and local market data is not filled in. Now the next one's our team. There's 3, but that doesn't need to be changed. The last one right here, sellers. 9 of them. and there's no blog posts in the subcategories. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to hit pause on this webinar, and I'm going to go ahead and fill these in, and then we'll continue on to step B, which is creating the landing pages, which is now where the fun stuff really begins. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit pause. It'll take 1 second. Alright, so I just now finished doing the blog postings. To you it was like 1 second. So anyhow, you'll notice now here on the categories page, the buyers has all the subcategories filled up here. Cities has the subcategories filled up properly, and then all the way down the list to how's the market. These are the filled up with the subcategories, and then down to the sellers. So we have our seller subcategories, and they're filled up here.